Here I am explaining about InfyTQ DBMS training. Okay, we are continuing with previous session. Before we start about the class, yeah, please subscribe Eazy Btech channel. Okay. Last class we discussed about file processing system. What is a file processing system and what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of file processing system? To overcome the disadvantage of file processing system, we need to organize the data in a structured way. We use DBMS. Okay. Basically, if the blue color is representing with the database and remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labels are representing with the sub databases. Whereas in the file processing system, we have a huge file system. We have to maintain all in a unstructured way. To overcome this problem, we go with the database. For example, in a college database, okay, as a student, when you join in your Btech, okay, first your details may be stored in the account department. Once you have to admit in the college, you go and give your details in the account department. What are the information you give to account department? Your number, your address, and your details and your fee details. Okay, once you complete the admission process, then the information is stored in the branch. Branch is nothing but, suppose if you belongs to CSC computer science student, the information can be stored in the branch. What type of information can be stored in the branch? Some student number, student name. If the in this particular branch having more than one section, the section of the student, as well as the attendance and marks of the student. Attendance and marks of the student. Okay, library data. Library data is nothing but, here the librarian has to maintain total volume of the books, each and every department. And suppose if you take a particular student, okay, how many books the student issued to the particular student, and what about the issue date, what about the return date. That is about the information of the library. Okay, transport department. Transport department has to maintain a separate data. Okay, how many buses available and route numbers, separate route numbers, and fee about the complete from route to route, some endpoint to endpoint. Okay, clubs. In the college having some clubs also. Okay, each and every club having some data of student number, student name, and student activity. Okay, whereas in the file processing system, we have to maintain non-centralized data. Okay, there is a data replication and data redundancy. To overcome this problem, we go with the DBMS. Okay, DBMS. The best example for DBMS, one of the example is this college database. Okay, basically, database system is classified into two types: structured data and unstructured data. What is a structured data? A structured data is a data whose elements are addressable for effective analysis. Effective analysis is nothing but, we can easily organize the data and easily we can access the data. For example, flight information. In the flight information, as a passenger, if you wanted to check the data about the flight information, okay, suppose I am interested to go to Singapore. Okay, what about my flight time? Correct time is 1:10. Okay, I'm entering into the airport at 10 o'clock at 10:30. Okay, here we have total 14 flights details in a sequential manner. Okay, according to sequential manner in the nothing but according to time slot. Started from 10:35 and end at 1:40. They are maintaining around 3 hours duration time. Okay, here we have total 8 columns. Okay, 8 columns and data is organized. Okay, once you check. Okay, first, okay, New York flight. Okay, New York flight. What about the situation of the flight? What about the status of the flight? The flight is, okay, the passenger can enter from gate number 34. The present status is gates open. Okay, current time according to this board. Okay, current time is 10:08. Okay, correct time of the flight, departure of the time, flight time is 10:35. That's why gates are open. Okay, 10:45. 11:05. I think as of we know, gates are open in flights around 1 hour before, to the 1 hour. That's why first 3 are open the gates. Okay, fourth one 11:15. Right now time is 10:08. That's why boarding is starting. Okay, boarding is starting. Okay, and suppose if you take about Hong Kong flight is cancelled. Okay, by using this data, by using this particular tabular form, we can identify total details of flight and what about the status of the flight. This type of data is nothing but structured data. What type of structured data maintained in this particular example? Data in the form of tables. Okay, we have to maintain a structured data in a different format. One is Excel format, another one is sheet format, another one is percent. Okay, so what about the percentage? Percentage is nothing but, as a student, if you wanted to know about your attendance, okay, how you can identify, how you can measure your attendance in the form of percentages. Every 15 days you can check your attendance, maybe around 60%, 70%, 75%, 78%. Your marks are also calculating in the form of in the percentage only. Means we are calculate your marks and attendance in the form of percentages. Suppose number of data sheets. Data sheets is nothing but, suppose if you take your lab, okay, suppose total semester you have 10 labs, you are attending only some 8 labs. Okay, your faculty can give only each, okay, if you attended one lab, you can get 1 mark for each lab. Okay, total out of 10 labs, you attended only 8 labs. What about your score? 8 only. If you wanted to check why I am got only 8 marks only, then you can check the sheet wise. Okay, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, total 10 sheets. Easily we can analyze our data. Okay, this is the data about in the form of Excel. Like that, structured data has to maintain. Structured data has to maintain a specific format that may be based on the requirement. What about the unstructured data? Unstructured data. What is unstructured data? Unstructured data is a HTTP request. If a data comes from the HTTP request, I think you know HTTP request is nothing but we can access data over the internet. What type of data we can retrieve over the internet? Regularly we are interacting with Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter. Okay, in this one. Okay, here the total data. Okay, this is a customer membership, online communication, okay, chatting, email, social medias, and voice transcription and rating and call center. The data is a unstructured data. Okay, we can suppose after completion of, if you wanted to purchase any mobile or any mobile accessories, okay, first of all we have to check. Why? Because we have n number of products with the same price. Then you have to check what about the rating of the particular product. If we can get 5-star rating or 4-star rating, we will give order only for more than 4-star rating. Suppose charting is nothing but it is in the form of multimedia. Multimedia is nothing but data. Maybe you can chat with your friend WhatsApp chat or Facebook also. Okay, you can chat in the form of text, audio, video. Sometimes you share your videos also. Sometimes you share animations, pictures. Okay, this is nothing but chart. That's why we cannot measure the data. Okay, in the previous example, data may be in particular format, but whereas in the chart, data may be textual format, audio format, video format, and multimedia. Okay, that's why this type of data is called as a unstructured data. Okay. Okay, here we cannot display the in rows and column wise. Okay, suppose if you maintain only chart, okay, text data, we can easily identify, we can maintain. Okay, first text, second text, third text, like that we can maintain. But the first time you can send hi, second time you send some audio file, hello, how are you? Okay, third time you send some video, okay, I am busy, or you are sending some animated pictures to your friend. Okay, that's why data is different format, not in a structured data. That's why we cannot measure. Okay, here what is the difference between structured data and unstructured data? Basically, if you check a structured data or unstructured data, we are concentrated on how to manage a data and how to migration of data, how to store your data, and how to analyze the analysis of the data. Okay, how to manage your data. Okay, if you maintain the same structured data, we can maintain a data easily. But whereas in unstructured, we cannot maintain the same structured data, same set of data. That's why we cannot maintain. We cannot, suppose if you check, okay, if you are check your lab marks, okay, first one is a sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. What about sheet 4 and sheet 5? Sheet 4 and sheet 5 means week 4 and week 5 also in the form of sheet only. Suppose if you check your attendance, first 15 days in the percentage, second 15 days also percentage. Whatever the third one also percentage. So what about here in your chart? Okay, we cannot predict. Okay, sometimes your friend sends a text message, second some audio file or video file. That's why we cannot maintain your data exactly. And migration of data. Migration of data is nothing but transfer a data. We cannot transfer a data easily. Okay, if you have some structured data, okay, you can easily, suppose if you wanted to transfer a data, some Word document, okay, total Word document consists of some 2 MB, 3 MB, just you have to zip the data and we can compress the data, we can format. But what about in the unstructured data? Unstructured data not only in a specific format, that's why we cannot migrate the data easily. Storage also same thing. Based on the storage type, suppose text file, it requires, suppose if you send your data hello, if you send a hello data, HELLO, hello is a text format, it required only some 5 bits of data, 5 bytes of data. Suppose you send as a text message, some audio message, you require around 20 bytes of data. 20 bytes of data. If you send hello as a video format, maybe you require some 40 bytes of data. If you send as some animation, that may be require some 60 bytes of data. Okay, that's why here this is unstructured data, we cannot store easily. Okay, this is the difference between the structured data and unstructured data. Basically, database is, we have two types, structured and unstructured. I think you cleared about what is the structured data and unstructured data. Right now, total data is unstructured. By using some machine learning algorithms, we can simplify the data and we can identify the data, we can manage the data. Okay, next. If you have any doubts regarding structured and unstructured data, please comment me. I will clarify your doubts. Next, what is the history of the database? Okay, what about the history of database management system? Okay, before 1960s, data may be stored in the magnetic files. Okay, 1940 to 1950. Here, this particular chart in the form of decades, means 10 years. 1940 to 1950. This is a pre-computer technology, printing press. Okay, we are not using computer before 1950s. Okay, the data, actually they are using some calculators in the year of 80s, 70s. Charles Babbage was introduced to a computer. Okay, that is a simply calculator machine. Okay, after completion of 1950s, okay, data can be stored in the magnetic tapes, nothing but files. Okay, then data can be stored from 1960s. They are creating a specific database. Okay, 1960s to 1970s, network model and hierarchical model. 1970s to 1980s, 1980s to 1990s. Like that, we have some decade wise, we have databases. Okay, here in the history of database, in the earlier 1960s, the first database was created by Charles Bachman. The database name is IDS. IDS is nothing but integrated data source. The best example for integrated data source is network model. Okay, next session we continue with the data models. At the time I have explained detail about what is network model, what is the prototype of the network model. Okay, second, in the era of 1960s, means exactly in the 1963 and 1964, IBM was developed IMS, Information Management System. The example for information management system is hierarchical model. Hierarchical model is nothing but tree model. Again, we'll discuss this hierarchical model next session. It was introduced by IBM. Next one is the very important model for DBMS is relational model. The relational model was developed by E.F. Card. Till now also we are using card rules. We have total 12 card rules. By using the 12 card rules only, we are creating a database. Okay, E.F. Card was introduced a relational model that is basically depend upon the mathematical representation only. In the previous airport data also we are representing in the form of tables. Okay, we can store the data in the form of tables. That is nothing but a relational data model. Okay, E.F. Card was introduced a relational model. Next, in the era of 1980s, after relational model, we have an object model. Each and every data is representing as an object. Each and every data is representing as an object, and we can access the data in the form of objects. In the year of 1990s, we have together the relational model and object model. We have our relational object model. Then after in the 2000, okay, after 2002, now 2022, we are using a data. Okay, day by day data is increasing. Okay, in the previous session I explained about daily around on an average around 4.5 billion people can access internet daily. Okay, 4.5 people can access 4.5 billion people means how much data we can access from an internet means huge data. Okay, that's why we cannot store the data in the form of tables. We cannot store a data in the form of object models. To overcome that problem, the Oracle Corporation has developed a big data with no SQL. Means data in the not form of any structure. We are not using any SQL. We are not using any tables, any relationship. Directly we are using no SQL. It was developed by Oracle Corporation in the year of 2000. This type of data is called as a unstructured data. Basically, unstructured data is nothing but internet data only. In the previous, we discussed about unstructured data. Unstructured data completely we can get the data from HTTP only. Next, what are the functionalities of DBMS? Regularly, we are in our daily life we are using DBMS. Okay, suppose right now we are in the work from home culture only. Okay, we have to give orders. Okay, we suppose if you wanted to give any food order. Okay, once you have to log in your Zomato or Swiggy, whatever it may be, we have different apps. Okay, once you have to log in from your mobile, the particular Zomato people has to maintain your data as a form of dictionary. Once you enter your number, okay, phone number, your login as your mobile number or your name, account number, data can be stored and you can access your data. How data can be accessed? Okay, if you create your account, Zomato account some 4 years back, completely they have to maintain your data in the form of year wise. Okay, last transaction. Suppose if you take some Flipkart, Amazon. Okay, if you order last year some particular product, last month some particular product, automatically some previous orders. If you check with the previous order, automatically you can get the data in the form of you can access the data. Okay, next third one is data transformation and presentation. Once the data can be stored, data can be transferred in the year of. Okay, suppose what about my previous order? What about remaining? Okay, last but one order. Okay, that is nothing but data transformation and presentation. Data can be transferred in a structured manner, either some 10 days, month wise or year wise. Next, security management. Security management is nothing but once you can access the data, compulsory database is provided security. Okay, how to provide a security? Suppose if you wanted to log in from Gmail. Okay, once you have to log into Gmail, okay, some people can access a code to their mobile. Okay, suppose if your friend know your email ID and password, if he wanted to misuse your email, okay, he log in and he wanted to send some wrong mail to some other person. Okay, then you can put a security. How to put a security? Okay, you have to enter your mobile number. Once your friend try to access your account, okay, once enter the Gmail some username, you enter the password and also asking about the some 5-bit code. Okay, 5-bit code. The mobile is not available with him. That's why he cannot access your account. And also suppose bank also, once you have to try to perform some transaction, okay, automatically we can get a message from bank. Okay, just now you are logging to some particular bank. Okay, if it is not you, please respond from so and so number. They are giving some transaction number. Okay, this is nothing but a security management. And also next one is multi-user access. What is multi-user access? The same database. Suppose if you wanted to book a tickets, South Central Railway, if you wanted to book a tickets from Hyderabad to Delhi, okay, Hyderabad to Delhi, if you open some AP Express, okay, if you open AP Express, okay, 3 members wanted to book a tickets from AC first class. Okay, first person is logged in. Okay, first person is logged in until completion of the first person, second person and third person until waiting. Okay, this is nothing but a multi-user access control. We have a concurrency control technology in DBMS. By using the concurrency control, okay, we have to maintain multi-user access. Multi-user access, we can provide a log. We provide a log facility for the once the user can access particular database. Suppose if you log into AP South Central Railway and you want to book a ticket, automatically data may be locked. Okay, the data may be locked around some 50 seconds or 1 minute or some 90 seconds. Once after completion of the 90 seconds, the lock will be open. The second person can access, third person can access. Means here, if a same person can access, n number of persons can access the same database, there is a problem of deadlock. To overcome this problem, we use multi-access control. Next one is backup and recovery. Backup and recovery. What is backup and what is recovery? Okay, the main functionality of the DBMS is backup and recovery. Nowadays all has to maintain your data as a backup. We have a cloud, okay, we have Amazon server, IBM server, we have different clouds, okay, Azure server, we have different clouds. All are the cloud servers. We have to maintain our data in a clouds. Okay, once you have to shift to your mobile, one mobile to another mobile. Once you remove your SIM card from the old mobile. Suppose if you purchase your iPhone, previously you have to use some other smartphone. You purchase some iPhone. Okay, if you are insert your SIM card in the iPhone, once you enter your mobile number and your account, automatically you can restore your data. Okay, this is nothing but backup and recovery management. And also data is maintained. Data integrity management. Data integrity management is nothing but data can be stored in a form of integrity. Integrity is nothing but collection of similar data is called as a data integrity. Yeah, this is about the DBMS functionality. Next session we continue with the terms of DBMS. The terms of DBMS, we have a data model and schema of data and data independence. Yeah, thank you all.